Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'll talk about what we call the high code of honor. And this is something that we have not done a good job at as humans. And before you get all upset and click away, I'd like to say that it is okay that we fell in certain traps, emotional traps, and it's okay that we made mistakes. God does not judge us necessarily by what we have done, but God will judge us based on what we are not willing to correct. Mistakes are part of life, and sometimes the mistakes are small and sometimes they are gigantic. But mistakes are just another data point in life. And if you're willing to learn how you created the mistake and then you're willing to do something in your mind to correct it, then you're on the right path. Now, along our journeys, we made many mistakes. Some were innocent, some were intentional. And the intentional mistakes, which quite often comes from anger and unresolved negative emotions, are the ones that we really have to go after. We lived in distortions for many decades, centuries. Distortions called, or I'm referring to, false beliefs and false ideations and false identities and false acts. In the inverted matrix where we lived, it was very easy to be fake because the whole system was promoting fakeness. It was promoting competitiveness. It was promoting individuality. It was promoting your specialness, which is all wounded ego, instead of promoting your uniqueness. Your uniqueness is your divine gift. But that is not visible to us because it's under 10,000, layers of pain and trauma. So by not having the recipe to correct our mistakes, by not having the recipe to heal our wounds, over time we have developed something what we call a low code of honor. Our soul knows the truth. It has a very high code of honor, and our body, our physical experience then quite often went against that. That's why it's important to heal our traumas, because the ego loves trauma. It will promote more trauma. It will whisper in your ears like, hey, you want to make money? Oh yeah. I like my freedom, right? So it makes you or gives you opportunities that are not necessarily on the path of the highest code of honor. And I referred to this in another video where I said, there's the criminal mindset. The deep state cabal installed a criminal mindset in humanity without them knowing it. Okay? And it has to be healed, it has to be integrated, it has to be understood, and then healed inside us, in our mind. Because by not following a high code of honor and not healing what we have violated, then we continue a suboptimal and a substandard thinking and energy pattern. And in the higher world, in the fourth and the fifth and higher dimensions, that's unacceptable. Maybe in the fourth dimension, people who will go to the fourth dimension will have a lot of training to do, a lot of mindset training, which is great. I'll be doing the training. I'll be one of them. Nobody is judging you, okay? You're judging yourself. We've all been everywhere. In past lives, you've been a whore, a prostitute, a slut, a criminal, 10,000 other things. You've done it all the dirty, dark, nasty things. And then what happens here today, you are an accumulation of many memories, millions of memories. It's in your mind, the memory container. These memories influence your thoughts. And then even if you want to push the beach ball underwater, you can only do it for so long, because sooner or later it's going to come to the surface and will show you what's really going on. Other people will act out your conflicts. What's wrong with these damn people? They are so stupid. Yeah, some are. But as long as it generates emotion in you, there's an unhealed wound about that stupid self from many, many, many lifetimes ago in you. So the high code of honor means is that you truly examine your million layers of inner mind. As I said, I'll be teaching you, so don't worry about not knowing. I get it. Examine the millions of layers of your inner mind and learn about the intricacies and the invisible things that you didn't know you didn't know. Because once you heal it, you no longer are entrapped by a certain memory, a certain type of conflict, a certain type of energy. Like, I am not gonna be, declared stupid ever, and then you fight the stupid and you compensate by doing something else. You go to school, nobody will call me stupid. God, that's a fight. The fight is inside, right? Maybe that person who called you stupid was just a mirror telling you that it's a wound inside at the shadow level. It's a self-concept. It's a belief about ourselves. We believe deep down that we are that, but it doesn't feel good, so we say something else and what we call compensate for. So the high code of honor will be a must to restore. The soul already knows the high code of honor. And the only way to achieve that is to integrate our wounds, our internal conflicts, heal our limiting beliefs, and heal our shadow world. And then step by step, we'll get there. This is not going to be a one-step process. It's probably a million steps. And in the next 5 years, we will go through the dark night of the world soul. And that's what it means. We have a million different stories, a million different memories. Most of them are in need of sorting, in need of healing. And once we heal these stories, then we'll be in alignment with the soul's understanding of what high code of honor means. And then we'll bring the body, we'll bring the mind in alignment with that high code of honor. And then we'll live in a magical, wonderful world. So I hope I gave you guys some good, good food for thought. Nobody's judging, and this is what we need to start to internalize. That yes, there have been a lot of false prophets, a lot of fake assholes, and it's big stages. Yes. We were told to think positive and delete negative. You don't delete anything. The moment you delete something, you desecrate a creator and you create cancer in your body. So the high code of honor will be necessary. You have no idea what that really means. For me, it's very exciting because I know the structure of how to go about it. It's really a fascinating labyrinth of stories that will blow your mind. All right, so think of this. One of the first steps to healing is to see what triggers you. There's a million different things that trigger people in the beginning, and that's okay. Remember, you're a container of energy. That's your mind. And you have gone through experiences because you didn't know any better. Sometimes we knew better, but the ego pushed us into a decision that needs to be corrected now. As I mentioned in this is going to be my closing thought, is that nothing is going to harm you that you did. What's going to harm you is if you're not willing to correct it and come clean, basically. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.